the right things. That is why when we are auditing the system, as we are going to audit the system now, we must know what do we want. My colleague said that it's very important to say, can't local government or state governments conduct elections? Now, and he also said that it's not possible at this stage because the local government elections they are all contesting is 100%. Now, why is there that problem? What are the security agencies doing? You know, the other time, the president said, shoot any person that, that snatches ballot box. And some people were trying to justify to say,
he said, deal with them decisively.
No, I watched it. He said first, deal with them decisively. He said the person is going to pay with his life. Paying with his life does not mean there is no magic that will bring him down apart from shooting him. But let's not go into
that interpretation. Is yours.
Now, let's leave the interpretation. But the point we are going to go into is, what are we going to do to these people that snatch ballot boxes?
No, is it what we should do to the people who snatch it? How about making it very unattractive?
To be snatched in the first place.
To snatch ballot boxes in the first place.
No, but you remember that, like he pointed out, it remains a very strong evidential document for you. The ballot papers.
According to law that we have now.
No, whichever law, except you start doing electronic voting.
That's what he's talking about.
If you do electronic voting, and that is why we may also think of many ways.
What's stopping INEC from going fully electronic such that you put your thumbprint and then it goes into the server directly?
Yes, but then that's also the will of the politicians to enact that law and sign it. The politicians to agree, because just like if you see, I don't know, you know, some of these results they are posting, you see some politicians losing in their various booths. You know, that is if it is true by the time the election results are out. Politicians are not ready because they are not doing the right things. The moment they are ready to do this, I mean, there can be some exceptions, like some people are making some cases for those I will not be able to do it. There can be these exceptions. But then, if we have the generality of Nigerians, if we have 70% of Nigerians going to electronic voting and some not going, accountability will be there.
Okay. You know, while Ogun State they're angry, they want the results counted faster. In Yola North,
it's going on.
Yola North and Yola South, not too far away if you understand that terrain probably, but Yola North, there's some collation going on at the moment, and so that counting is going on as a matter of fact. I know many are eager, trying to see if those results can come in as fast as possible, but this is going on and quite interesting.
The live feeds indeed coming through from Yola in Adamawa State. But we hope that the process will come out as smooth as it seems to suggest it is going. And at the end of the day, we have the results completely sorted out.
Let's hear them a little bit.
The total number that is 4,000. Those that counted their vote is 3,000. It's 3,445. It's less than. No, it's not like 3,000.
Yes, Senate. Yes, stop.
Senate, you said the total registered voter is 9629. Am I correct? Yes. Then the accredited voters is 4391. How much? 4391. Then if you go back to the total valid vote, is 4.
Okay, so this is where they are accepting results from all the wards. That's different from when you actually, begin to count and sort all of those things. So at those ward levels, all of that stage has been, they've gone past that stage. Yeah, so now they're bringing them in, and who knows, maybe not long after this one, if they get the final thing, then they can then send to INEC in Abuja, and then you can hear who's the man in that particular. But I'm not. They can't announce that without all the other ones coming in.
Yes.
So if the likes of the ones from Ogun don't come in as early as possible, they'll have to wait.
We have to wait.
If the ones from Riverland areas don't come in, they'll have to wait. Okay, let's hear a little bit about this.
The number of registered voters, 10,442. 10442. So the political party scores
PDP scored 585. PDP scored 585. PDP scored 585. 585. Then you have APP. APP scored 1 vote. Then you have PRP. PRP scored 6 votes. PRP scored 6 votes. You have ABP. ABP scored 6 votes. And you have PDM. PDM scored 130 votes. Then you have SDP. SDP scored 9 votes. Then you have ADC. ADC scored 1092. 1092. ADC. PPP scored 1 vote. ANP scored 11 votes. APC scored 2,475. 2,475. PPC scored 3 votes. DA scored 2 votes. ACD scored 14 votes. ACD scored 14 votes. AGA scored 3 votes. PRP scored 7 votes. APDA scored 5 votes. NPM scored 2 votes. GPN scored 1 vote. PPN scored 1 vote. YPP scored 2 votes. ASD scored 1 vote. AMP scored 2 votes. Total valid votes is 4,359. 4,359. Rejected votes 90. Total vote cast 4,449.
Okay. He's going to look at this number 7.
This, I think you make mistake in this. It cannot be 40 from this. This is my opinion. Look at this. This is more than this. No. This cannot be 40. Check. From accredited from this is the registered vote. Then 49 only from this.
This was actually what kept us. This was what kept us. So if this is the cause of it, it took us a lot of time to sort out this point. We would have been here 3 hours ago. But if this is the same thing, we have to go and look at it again. Because we have issue completely. We have to empty this ballot and recount it from scratch in order to
sure this.
Yes. Because the papers here have a lot of...
Because it will not be accepted. When they select the president, something let me check the total votes casted and the total accredited. The total vote casted is more than the total accredited. You need the president. Check it out. The president? Yes, check it out.
This one don't go?
I think this one is...
I think that of the House of Reps. There's no problem.
That we should look at. Okay, it's correct. This must be more than this. Correct?
How will you get it? Will I send it to here?
Correct. This is more than this, correct? One check.
We will sort it out, my brother. Please calm down. We will sort it out. If you are holding the first,
In back, you have to remove it.
when I was watching the
They could not complete it. In fact, I had to walk this PO to complete.
since you are here, you have to keep this so that we compare the...
Let's just talk with the
Now make a suggestion.
Only 49 could go on his
Paper given to me, and there was white
and you have to do a lot of
inside. I thought there was no any paper. Because others, like the Senate and the rest, no problem with it. So in presidential, that white paper was inside it. And when I was writing, I didn't check. And when we were sharing, we found out that we had only one copy. The original and then one. So what do I do? Yeah, if I say I will write again, so that we'll check the other one. What the best number? Attention, please. Hello, please. Important information. We have observed that there is a point in
007.
Yes, 007 where we have accredited voters 49, and then we have the total voters 424. That was the problem that kept them through yesterday. They couldn't resolve this case. So because our time is past spent, if we agree it's only existing, we just remove that one. If we remove that and the unit, it's the only unit, and it's appearing in both presidents.
That's the one that created the problem, people effect on.
Yes, they have taken all the...
It appears as though there's some disputation about some of those figures, which, well, in some cases you'd expect that kind of scenario, but one is hoping that at the end of the day it will be sorted.
Yes, it should be sorted, because these are very, very dicey times for agents of political parties.
Every vote counts.
Every vote must count.
Matter.
Every
single vote matters.
It's democratic, actually. Looking at the pictures, if you feel that some mistake has been done or some counting have not been properly sorted out, then you raise that concern and then let others listen to you with a view to getting it right so that there's an agreement before anything goes further.
I just have a bit of a concern. The man there mentioned that the number of eligible voters in the entire local government is more than 10,000. But the number of actual voters which is being disputed now is just a little over 4,000 or 4,500 or less. Less than 4,500 people, actual votes that's being disputed, in that local government. That gives a bit of concern.
Oh, but of course, until we get a final say of what the issues were discussed there, we can only suppose at the moment.
My concern is there is a lot less, more than half of the people that are supposed to come out to vote.
That's about 40%. And for Nigeria election, that is the average we've been seeing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, one must commend the civility in which the conversation is happening, and hoping that it will end in the same manner. But if you look at what you have just noted, so that means it's about 46% voter turnout. So these are some of the things we need to then investigate after. Was it as a result of the postponement, or were there other issues that kept the voters out? And don't forget, Nigeria election has not been doing above the 50s.
Yeah, but don't forget that as
Yeah.
this year as well, you had a lot more people who got registered for the first time.
Yeah.
A lot more people
14
who
million.
picked up their
14
permanent
million.
voter
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
So neither you would have thought that that may impact on those figures, or perhaps it looks as if we may not move beyond that.
At the end of the day, we'll see the numbers that are actually voting. The numbers can increase.
But the percentages may be the same.
Percentages still about the same.
And so that's why we need to know why are voters not coming out.
But
There are
also,
a number of issues.
yeah, but also the numbers that are being bandied, to what extent are they? What is the credibility in those numbers? For instance, do they remove the dead people from the list? Do they also look at the issue of double registration? Even the collection itself. Sometimes.
But they always tell us that when they cleaned up the voter registration.
That's what they always tell us, because
The register is constantly being cleaned by INEC just to ensure that the credibility is not under question.
who gives them information on those that have died?
Yeah.
In other words, is that data
the way
available?
we manage information in Nigeria is a very terrible system. Yes, you may have maybe you may have about 40% of people who are dead that come into the system, that will be captured by the system. Now, when it's captured by a particular agency, does it get to other agencies? For instance, if NPC captures it, or even if the hospitals capture it, do they send it to a National Population Commission? And if they send it, they send it to INEC. So it's also an issue to know those that are really.
Okay, we'll see if we can take on that, take that up when we come back in a moment. Don't go away.
Oh boy.